It's time for Around the Ozarks in 5. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Happy Tuesday morning to you. Hope everything's going well. As we're going to have a beautiful day today. We'll talk more about that coming up. You may have been already out and about this morning. I don't know. It's warm enough to. But we're going to start with some news, Sarah.
An elderly couple in Greene County is recovering after being assaulted and tied up in their own home. They opened their front door when two guys knocked on the door who forced themselves in and robbed the 84 and 89-year-old, beating them when they would not give the access code to their safe. The couple was able to break free somehow. They called police, who arrested the thieves and found many stolen items in their car. That is disturbing.
It's a horrible story, and I just point out here we try not to cover the crime of the day because it doesn't affect most people in most cases. This one could affect you because this was just a random, and maybe it wasn't random. Maybe they scouted out these poor older folks, but this is something that everybody should be aware of. This can happen. So anyway, that's why we're doing that crime story, because it's a warning to everybody, frankly.
Yeah, and when you open your door, perhaps don't open it if you don't actually know the people, which is sad that you can't open your door, but apparently it's a thing. So
it is sad because they can very easily push it forward, and then you're done.
yeah, and an older couple, gosh, 84 and 89.
It's sick.
A man running from police crashed his truck into a house in Springfield. He jumped out and tried to run on foot, but Rocky, the Greene County police dog, took him down.
Yeah, Rocky.
I know, go Rocky, the canine. This was the second time just yesterday that a deputy tried to stop that man from driving a suspicious vehicle with violations. But the first time he got away, but not the second time.
Not when Rocky's involved.
Not when Rocky's involved. Also, that is apparently not the only car that crashed into a structure yesterday. The first time a house, the second time a building in Republic that is a business. An illegal race on the roads of Republic ended with a car going through the business Sunday night. The Arabella Day Spa, fortunately, was closed at the time, so no one was inside. The drivers of both cars in the race have been arrested for reckless driving.
Wow. Crazy. It's weird. We had two school bus crashes involving cars last week on the same day. And now we have, this was Sunday night and Monday, wrecks involving cars driving into houses. So a little crazy. We told you about this. We're following up. State workers in Missouri will get that almost 9% pay raise. Governor Parsons signed the bill into law now, giving a cost of living increase of 8.7% to state workers. Governor Parsons started talking about this issue and his desire to offer a pay raise to employees back in January in order to try to keep employees on staff and then attract new workers. The raises will appear on paychecks starting March 31st. And new numbers show the cost of living in the Springfield area is better than other parts of Missouri. Springfield scored an 87, while Missouri's overall score was 89. The national average is 100. This is a little bit confusing. So you want a lower number. You want to get as far away below 100, the national average, as you can, because that shows that it's a lower cost of living where you are. Let's see. Housing, healthcare, utilities, groceries, and more. Those are the things that they're looking at when they come up with this list. Missouri ranked number 6 across the country when it comes to affordable living, basically.
Very interesting. I do know that my sister, when she moved here from Houston, Texas, was concerned about the pay cut she was taking. But then I said, you have to factor in cost of living because Houston, Texas and Springfield, Missouri will be very different.
Very
and
different.
I was right. I still don't know if she made up what she lost or not, but either way, I was right.
Quality of life. Quality of life.
of life.
Don't sit in traffic for 6 hours a day.
Yeah, I think her 11-mile commute or something like that was like a 90-minute wait, or a 90-minute commute, and it was only like 11 miles in Houston. She was out in Katy, Texas. Anyway, I could be off on the mileage, but it was something ridiculous like that.
It's better here. I can go like 11 miles in like 6 minutes here.
Yeah. All right. Springfield Schools is asking for the largest bond issue in the history of the district. Voter,
What?
you're such a nerd. Sorry, I digress.
Did you
Voters will.
in your head during that and figure out it doesn't work?
I
All right.
was like,
All right. We'll wait for you.
I was
We'll wait.
computing in my brain, and now I'm talking about a school bond. So please be quiet.
You might want to start over.
Voters will see a $220 million bond issue on the April 4th ballot. Again, this is for Springfield schools. If approved, there will be a new Reed and Pipkin, and also renovating Pershing, plus some more security measures and the construction of gyms that will double as storm shelters at 6 elementary schools. You might remember in 2019, there was a $168 million bond issue that included a new Jarrett Middle School and York Elementary, plus some other improvements.
It's a lot of money.
A lot of money. Yeah, we'll see what happens. A lot of old schools in Springfield. So
Yeah.
I guess at some point they come back to voters. So here we are. Now to this, the Springfield Art Museum is focusing on outdoor art. It wants to buy an outdoor piece of modern art for $200,000 to go in the museum's amphitheater. The city council has to vote on that purchase.
You know, modern art. I don't get modern. I saw this particular piece, a picture of it. It's made out of concrete. It looks like a culvert that you'd put under a road for the creek to go through. It's a big round concrete piece. It sits up like this, so it's cylindrical. It's like that, and it's about, I don't know. It looks like it's about. It's tough to say how tall it is in the picture. It doesn't
Why
look
would
all
you
that
not
tall.
have brought the picture?
Oh yeah, I guess I could have done that. I think me explaining it is probably better for radio podcast.
Anywho, so you're not a
And
fan is where you're
on the
going with that?
sides, well, let me finish. Let me finish my description. On the sides, it has whole circles cut in. Are you looking, Sarah? It has circles cut in it like this with plastic or glass that is colored. So the one I saw, I think, was pink or purple, and then I'm assuming there are some other ones on the other side, and that's it. That's the art. Which I'm not saying. I'm not saying it's terrible. It just seems like $200,000 for that might be a little much, because you can honestly go get a culvert and do something similar with something that's already made. And just stand it up the way it's not supposed to go. Modern art. I struggle with modern art.
I'm
Obviously.
actually looking for a picture of it. So you move on to weather, and I'm going to see if I can find it.
It's called Here. Yeah, Here, and it's on display currently in Texas at a school.
As in
Loan.
HEAR or here?
HERE. Yeah. Yeah, you do the research while I'm going to do weather. Honestly, it looks like a culvert. Today's going to be the day of the week. I mean, beautiful outside. You may have already noticed. Maybe your windows are open this morning. I don't know. 71 degrees for the high today. Sunshine. So it's going to feel like spring for sure. Tomorrow, we're going to get a little cloudy. It won't be quite as warm. Still warm, 61 or so. Thursday, maybe some rain and some storms as a cold front moves through, because Friday, there may be a snow flurry or two. The high will be 40-ish on Friday. Low of 20, though. And then on Saturday, a low of 30. So we've been on this thing where every 2 days or 2 days a week or so, we get like winter weather, and then we're back to nice weather. So the days this week for cold are Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday we're back up sunny and 56, Monday 65. So spring is right around the corner, I think. That's my prediction. Missouri has a new commissioner for higher education. Bennett Boggs comes to Missouri from the state of Colorado, where he was chief of staff and deputy executive director since 2019. Governor Parson just appointed him to the position in Missouri.
All right. Now to this. This is interesting. A new Springfield business is coming to town, aiming to help your pet pass peacefully at your home instead of inside a vet clinic. It opens March 13th. Peaceful Crossings in Home Pet Euthanasia will open with a veterinarian, Dr. Samantha Sellers. She's planning to put down pets as needed at their homes for families within an hour's drive of Springfield. Apparently, there's at least one other in our area who offers similar services. That vet who does it is based out of the Nixa Animal Hospital.
Yeah, this is tough. I think this is a nice thing to offer, honestly, because 2 years ago I had to put down my beloved Maggie, Maggie dog that we had for 17 years, and it's rough, man. It's such a tough time for pet owners. So I think coming to the house, because I had to do it. I mean, it was the vet I went to. They had a little room for that, so there was a couch, and they came in, and you got to hold her, and eh. But I think it's nice to be able to do it in your own home. So that's a nice idea that
Yeah,
she's offering.
I feel like, yeah, that type of a business would do very well, I would think.
Yeah, I would think so. Okay, television personality Mike Rowe will be at College of the Ozarks, talking to the good students at Hard Work U about work ethic. That fits together, doesn't it? He'll speak on March 28th at the college's Spring Work Ethic Forum convocation, and that seems like a perfect fit. It's interesting that our kids kind of just started. I introduced them a little bit to Dirty Jobs, and I've never really watched a lot of Dirty Jobs. I get the gist of it, and I've seen him, and I think he's great on Facebook. And they seem to really like the Dirty Jobs show that he does, seeing him work in different things, and he's funny. And there's a lot of jokes on there that I think go above their head, thankfully, at this point. But I don't know for how much longer that will be true.
Well, I can assure you that the jokes do go above kids' heads, because we were talking yesterday, a group of friends and I, about movies that we watched when we were little. And I watch them now and I have to like turn them off. And I'm thinking, I thought my mom was a great mom. Mom, no offense. I know you might be listening. No offense. But sometimes I watch what you allow me to watch on a regular basis. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like what in the world? Like, just, I could name 5 movies probably that I've seen in my adult life that I used to watch regularly as a
Right.
kid that were just raunchy. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, it's shocking when you see some of them now, and you're like, man, I don't remember all of that.
Yeah.
But sure enough, it was there, and I guess maybe it went over our heads when we were kids.
Apparently, because I
I
mean,
hope
I don't
so.
remember them being like that until now. So,
Right. Yeah.
okay. Finally, Canada is following America's lead in banning TikTok from all government issued mobile devices, no longer allowed. This after growing concerns from the Western world over spying happening on the Chinese owned video sharing app. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau also says to private individuals that he hopes this government decision will actually make people personally reflect on the security of their own data in relation to TikTok.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's been a long time coming. It was in place once and then done away with, and now it's in place again. If all these governments are saying there's a problem, then there's probably a problem, because not all the governments agree on everything else. That's for sure.
Right. So, okay. Well, have a good Tuesday, everybody.
Hey, hold on,
And
hold on, hold on, hold on.
what
I
is
found
it?
what you were looking for. There's the
That's
culvert.
nope. Back it up again. Right there. Perfect. So that would be $200,000.
Yeah. See what I'm talking about? It looks like a culvert. This is bigger than a culvert, I suppose. But
Yeah.
I mean, just knock it off. You know what I mean? Just bang some holes in a culvert. Save yourself some money. You can probably do that for like 30 grand. I would do it for 30 grand. How about that?
Oh, that's
Maybe
awesome.
maybe the art museum pays me as an artist,
It seems
and
to
they
put
pay
out
me.
bids. I would do it for 25.
You're undercutting your husband. That doesn't make sense. You just lowered our price. We're a family. You don't negotiate against yourself. Have you ever seen Shark Tank?
Yeah, sorry. I do love Shark Tank.
Our kids would know better than that.
It's good.
But
I
there it is.
know. It makes you smarter, everybody. Watch out. Yeah, we saw it. We got it.
I just want you to understand what it is. I think my description was pretty dead on.
No, I thought it was way taller than that, and I didn't realize that it was on its side.
Way taller. That's like 12 feet tall.
I was thinking like a cylinder, like a...
Right, because you weren't paying attention. Remember how I tried to get your attention to look at what I was talking about?
I was paying attention. I was looking for the dumb thing, and I couldn't find it. Put your phone down.
Okay. Well, that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Glad
there
you
go,
pull
everybody.
That up there.
Springfield, now you know. Thanks for watching Around the Ozarks. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.
We've renamed it. It's Around the Ozarks in 5-ish because we always go well over 5.
I like what somebody at the radio station said in what was it?
In a number divisible by 5.
Divisible 5 by 5.
That was Taylor. She said, how about
more likely.
Around the Ozarks in a number divisible by 5?
Okay.
Bye.